Hello friend. So I'm going to show you some brushes that are going to work beautifully with your new Limelight foundation. I have my foundation here in a palette and I have all the concealers, so don't be confused by this palette. This is the Ivory and the Gena Beige. I'm going to be using the Gena Beige for myself. So I'm just going to do my foundation as kind of a touch-up, but this is how you would do yours at home. So there's a Sephora brush that I really like for this foundation, but you don't have to use this specific one. You can use one that's really similar, like a sloped, angled, fluffy, buffing brush. It doesn't even have to be angled, but that will help. Contouring around the angles of your face. This is the one I like, and it's the Sephora number 47. So what I'm going to do is, you don't have to use a real slippery, thick, gel-like primer. All you need to do is use facial mists that either hydrate or tone or tighten the skin. And I have several that are my favorites. That's a toner mist. This one is by the Little Seed Farm. It's a facial mist that I got at Kroger. There's also a Boscia spray, and there's Limelight has one too called the First Base. Well, anyway, so a facial mist will hydrate and prepare your skin for makeup. You don't want to skip your moisturizer that morning, but you don't have to use a lot. Okay, so this brush, just like that, and you just want to touch, 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 and just smooth out a little bit. You don't have to do it real heavy. If you use too much of this foundation, you won't like it. It won't wear real pretty. It needs to be a thin veil. The warmth of your skin will warm up the foundation, and it will start to look even better as you're wearing it. Okay, I'm going around my blush since I've already done that, but I've got a little contour there. That is it for foundation, just a thin amount all over, okay? Just make sure it's even, okay? And then you can use a powder to lightly set it. Transparent loose powders are a great idea. Just a little of that. And having dry skin or oily skin really helps to determine which powder is right for you. If you have dry skin, you may want to try the ELF Soft Luminous powder, or a mineral powder, or an HD powder. We were talking about that. This is another one. This is a pressed powder. You can use that, but still use a brush. Never use the sponge that comes underneath. This is meant for touch-ups or to blend, maybe soften it up, but not to put the powder on, because it puts it on too heavy and cakey. But it will help to blend if you just use it to touch that in there. But the brush is going to put it on the best. Okay? And this is actually an ELF brush as well. Yeah, very affordable. You can get this at the drugstores. Yeah, even Target and Walmart. So that will be all for foundation, and then you could incorporate a little concealer. I like Sally's Collab. I also like the Collab highlighting pen. And actually the ELF concealer, the line smoothing one, is really nice and discreet and very natural looking. So that's that. I hope I answered a bunch of questions that you had. Okay?